Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome if you are brand new. It's good to see you. I hope you stick around. Welcome back if you've been with me before. And welcome if you have been with me from the very start. It's good to see you as always. So I've been missing, haven't I? I've been on my holidays. So firstly, apologies if you have tried to contact me digitally over the last week or so. I've pretty much been out of commission, not least because I'm dense and I signed into the wrong Wi-Fi account when I was on my holidays. Well, I obviously didn't because you need a passcode to sign in. I must have gotten onto somebody's personal hotspot that they haven't protected or something like that, because I seem to have Wi-Fi some of the time and then other times I didn't have it. And then it turns out I'd used my data. I didn't even know I had a limit on my data. I think I'm so used to being at home and using my own Wi-Fi that I never really go near probably my data limit. I don't even know what it is. Assume I've got one because I couldn't use it. So yeah, Friday afternoon I had this thought of, I wonder if I've got a feeling, you know. So I went back to the brochure that was there on the Saturday when I came, when I arrived. Got on the wrong Wi-Fi account. So I clicked onto the Wi-Fi account. 76 messages. 76 messages on WhatsApp. And I have to confess, oh God, the sunshine's making an appearance. I have to confess, I try and have a tech switch off when I'm on holiday. But it turns out when I've really got no tech, I start and panic. I do. I panic. Like, oh my God, I can't get in touch with anybody. Nobody can get in touch with me. Sherrie, you don't want to get in touch with anybody. You're on holiday. I know, but I need options. I need options. And that, having no tech is not an option. I'm going to have to sort this. For a start, I can... Oh, gosh. Come on. I'll have to do a pause in a minute and sort it out properly, but I am now on take 7. I'm a little bit hacked off with myself. So, welcome. I don't know how far I got with that, but welcome. We are on Saturday, the 11th of May. No, we're not. It's not even a Saturday. This is how great it's going this morning. It is Sunday, the 11th of May. And it is just coming up at 6 in the morning. I woke up at 4 and could I heck get back to sleep. So I've been up since 4:30. I have got so much for you. So much. And because I've done this so many times, I don't know what I've said and what I haven't. I have been down to Cornwall. I'm in Northumberland, which is up at the very top of England, nearly in Scotland. And Cornwall is at the, well, I'm in the northeast as well. Cornwall is at the other end of the country in the southwest. Also an 8-hour drive away. And I know that because I did it yesterday in Awana. I did it in Awana. By the time I got home, I thought I was going to have a pressure sore on my backside. I did. I was like, oh God, it's getting a bit crampy. Maybe I'm going to get a pressure sore. It didn't help when I made really good time and then I hit a traffic jam 15 minutes from home. I could have cried. I could have cried. 3/4 of an hour extra it took us. So a little bit hacked off I was when I finally got home. Okay, let me move this blind and then we'll dive into what I've got for you. So I have got stitching, I've got stitching. I've got a couple of new starts, a finish, a cotton and twine subscription box, some massively generous kindness from our friend Val. I have got gifts. I've got proper gifts. I've got table gifts that I was gifted of people. Did I say I was down where I said I was in Cornwall, didn't I? I was at the Stacy Nash retreat and I stayed down there for a week. Honestly, I don't know. I've met myself coming backwards this morning. Yeah. I've got gifts that I was talking to somebody and they said it's hilarious watching me do this challenge. I'm doing this challenge where I only buy 3 things that I want a month. That doesn't include things that I need. So if I need threads for a project or I need a specific fabric or whatever, that isn't included. But they said it's really funny watching you do your 3 things a month and then discount everything that you bought. Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My rules. My game, my rules. So yes, I've got some gifts that count and some gifts that don't. What can I say? I'll justify it when I get there. I've got a Justsewsherrie. So I've been out, haven't I? I've been out in the wild. Other than my technical trouble, which I think I've told you about. Oh, you missed the naked man. The naked man was on the last take. I was all flustered again. It's that bloody man over the back, honestly. He came out this time and he was just stood the back door having a cigarette while the dog did whatever the dog does in the garden, and he just had his shorts on, and I was a bit of a tither. Honestly, a little bit of skin on a man, and what can I say? It's been a while. Well, actually, no, that's right. It hasn't been long enough. Yeah. Looking at a man in somebody else's garden is about as close as I want to get to a naked man. Honestly. So, oh yes. And there was a man involved in my Justsewsherrie, funnily enough. I'm just moving this back because I might need to do a visual for you. If you really are new. This is the point. You put your seatbelt on, your crash helmet goes on. You might even need a SAS mask just in case, the neighbours see you watching us or anything like that. I was stitching. I've got a big bucket chair that I take everywhere with me, and my little stools, my camping stool, so that I can sit and stitch in comfort outside in the summer. I don't know about you, but I put things down. Bearing in mind, there's some days I might not move for 4 hours, and yet I still managed to lose 5 pairs of scissors, 6 needles, a couple of threads. I don't know where they go. I just don't know where they go. So anyway, sometimes I have like my scissors and that on my lap. I had shorts and a sun top on, and the place where I was staying, it was gorgeous. It was a converted barn. And the people who owned it, the man and woman, lived sort of at the bottom of the back of the barn. But it was all separate, so like you didn't really come near them, kind of thing. You weren't. It's not like an Airbnb where you're living on top of. I suppose I was living on top, but anyway, I was outside. In my chair, in my oversized chair. And I lost me scissors, just me little Bowen soft grip scissors. And I thought it was in my lap, and sometimes they fall right down. So there's me, right, like this, with me head between my knees, looking at me crotch. Well, I wasn't looking at me crotch. I was looking at me scissors. And this little voice went, hello. Just all went, hello? hello. Sorry, I lost me scissors. He says, oh. And you know when there's just nothing that can retrieve a situation. That situation was that. Because he went, oh, well, I hope you find them. So do I. So do I. So I ended up, I mean, like, he just wanted to check that I knew where to put the bins and things. And so yes, he ended up getting up from me seat and exclaiming very loudly, there's me scissors! Just in case. Did find them. Those ones. I did lose another pair though. I don't know what the hell I've done with them ones, which I'm annoyed at because I really like them. And then me travelling scissors. I've got me two little pairs that I take. So that's this week's Just So Sherrie. So, what have I been stitching? And it's been a fortnight. And I do not know what the hell I've been doing because I don't seem to have that much stitching. But we have got two new starts, 3 including the project that we got from Stacy Nash, who is just, she's just lush. She is, she's really lovely. This is the second year she's done it and the second year I've been. So it was really nice to meet her again. Oh, and me new do. Do you think of me new do? Yeah, gone back to my red roots. The blonde. I accidentally went blonde. Yes, by accident. It was maybe about 8 years ago. I wanted to have a colour. Everyone was putting all these purples and lilacs and pinks and stuff in their hair, and I thought I want to do that. I just want to. So I had to put one of these real extreme bleach things on, and then I put the colour on. And when the colour sort of faded out eventually, I was actually left blonde, and it looked okay. So I just continued getting it blonde. But yeah, it just wasn't looking great. Anyway, you're not here to talk about my hair. So anyway, I've gone back to my red roots. I'm not red by birth, but I've been red since I was about 15. And Courtney, my daughter, used to always say, Mum, you look weird without ginger hair. Whenever I tell anybody you're little and ginger, they look at us and just go, no. My daughter is about 5'8", and is mixed race, and she's quite dark as well. So for our mum to be little and ginger, everyone's just like, no. Yeah. Although it did get to the point once where, God, I'm chatting away, aren't I? One of me sisters, her ex-boyfriend was talking to somebody, and they got on about my hair. I don't know if it was because my sister was dark brown, and they said to me about, Sherry's got ginger hair, and they went, oh, you can tell she's a natural redhead as well. Her temper is wild. I was like, oh God. So there you go. That says it all. Where was I? I was going to do some talking about some stitching. I have got some new starts. One very pathetic new start. So let's start on this. I was gifted this. A French rose from Val. Thank you so much, Val. I've been after this, and Rachel was trying to get it for me, but she didn't. I got the accoutrement set that goes with it, but I didn't get. She couldn't get a hold of this, so I got this on the Friday before I went away. So I was like, I know what my new start's going to be, so I started it. Now, I didn't think it through. I've decided to do it on, it is 46 count permin, I think it's called. So needless to say that there are 3 stitches there, I promise. There are 3 stitches there. This is my new start. I've got 3 stitches in. I thought, I can't do this. Not without me proper setup. Without me Lowry and me proper light. Because I do take a light away with me. Well, take 2. I take a floor light and me little daylight, which I can show people. But it just, I wasn't sat right. The lounge of the place where I was very dark. So I did mean to get more done. But because it's such a small weave and it's really fine, this fabric, super fine, that it just wasn't going to work. I want something easy when I'm on holiday. I want something easy all the time, but when I'm on holiday. So that was a very, very, very pathetic new start. But it was a new start. And I'm doing it, as I said, I'm doing it on 46 count permin, I think it's called, with the called for, which is Gloriana Flamingo. Have you seen me tan? You'd think I'd been to Greece for a week, wouldn't you? But I've got a proper cross-stitch tan, as in, it's literally just the front of me. And I've got my usual V. So can you see? I've got like a V here, that's white. And it's because I'm sitting cross-stitching. So yes, you will notice, ladies, if you sit outside, have a look at your own arms. I bet you've got a cross-stitches V. Cross-stitches tan. Right. Let's get this put away. Do you know, I think I'm just so excited to show you everything that I'm a little bit like, oh my God. And because I'm trying to do it all, it's just too exciting, way too exciting. And my other new start, when I was away, was of course my Stacy start. Now yes, we did get a workshop project as well, which is separate, which I'll show you when I'll do this sort of the stitching first, and then if people don't want to listen to the rest, that's fine. And then we'll go through Stacy's, the retreat, and then all the other stuff. Oh gosh, it's just too much. So I needed a Stacy start, and this was the one I decided to do. So that's the other side of it. Run with scissors. And I got quite a good start on this one. So I am doing it on Dove, Weeks Dye Works Dove, with, it's not fool's gold. I thought it was fool's gold that I'd chosen to go with, but it wasn't. Gold leaf, Gentle Arts gold leaf. So that's what I'm doing it on. It's a bit darker than what it's showing on there. The colours pop there. That's better. The colours pop quite a lot. So what thingy is it? 36 count. 36 count Dove by Weeks Dye Works. Trying to see if you can see the flower any better. Yeah, it looks, sorry, I was just having a little, yeah, it looks alright, because in the camera it looks really, really pale, but it's not. In real life it pops. Hopefully I'll get a decent-ish picture to put on Instagram of it. I need to get better. I need to get better. And I've just had a whole load of new followers. I think because Sarah Stonehouse mentioned me. So I think it's from Sarah, so thank you. Okay, one moment. Right. This is it a start and a finish? It's not really. So, funnily enough, the aforementioned Sarah that I am stitching the blackbirds stockings with this year. I managed to do one and finish it as well. What's I going to say? So I started it on New Year's Eve. So last year I started it. It was one of my 12 and 12 on New Year's Eve, which failed miserably. I did great the year before. This year, or last year, I didn't factor in the fact that I was working. So I think I got about maybe to August. I'll find out when I get there, because I didn't get them all done. But I did get this, and I got this finished. I'm going to need to... So that is the first one. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I've decided to just do one a month. If I do more, it's through choice, but my must-dos is just the one a month. So I did this one, and this one is something vine. Have a look. Honeysuckle vine. And I've done it with, on 36 count winter moon, with all of the called for, which is really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I've marked that I'm going to do this one. It's called Here Comes the Bride. I'm not really sure why, but it's like a harlequin. But I'm not going to do the stalk. So I will do this one. So I'll probably leave it kitted up for the moment. But I do need to finish some of them, because half the threads are needed for months at the back end of the year. So I will need to sort of de-kit them so I can then re-kit the ones to come. They're such little things that I didn't kit with one a month. I think I picked a skein for 3. So for every third month, I then picked a second skein. Now, did you know, I do these word puzzles just on Sky News, and it's just little puzzles on it that they have on a daily thing. And one of them is you've got to add a letter to, there's a 4-letter word, and you've got to add a letter to the clue. So it's kind of, I suppose, like a crossword. Did you know a flock of geese is called a skein? S-K-E-I-N, skein. And I was like, well, there you go. There you go. So let's move on to whips. Time for me whips to come out. So there's the picture. So this is Historical Sampler Company pot sampler, and this was what I chose to buy myself for my birthday this year. I bought the gift box, which was a treat, a real treat. But a treat I'm so pleased I did, because it was fabulous. I'd be tempted to get myself one every year, to be fair. Right, let's have a look at this one. How far I've got. So I have done I did some more of the red right the way along here, I think I did a little bit more down here as well. Can't remember if I did any more of the, I think I plotted in some more of the butterflies, put in some more of the colours on the butterflies, and then I moved over to the centre piece, and that is, oh gosh, should put it on the other side. You can't tell, but it's, oh, you might be able to tell. It's a really sort of lovely violet, like a pale, really pale purple, lilac, whatever, and then like a violet colour. Really, really pretty. And then I've obviously decided to move down here. What is this? Oh, yeah. So it's the basket of berries. So that's the centerpiece that I'm doing as well at the moment. I'm going to leave my name. It says wrote by. No, it'll say Sherrie.wrote this sampler, and then it'll have the date. The date will be the last thing I put in. And I'm doing this on 40 count. And if I remember rightly, I counted it because I wasn't sure what count it was. And it came in at 44. So obviously the dyeing process has reduced the count. So it is actually coming out with 44, and it is Rustic Sheep by XDew Designs, and I am doing it with all of the called for. I got, because obviously I got the gift box, you do get the linen with it, and the linen was a 32 count, but I mean, she's a big lass. She's a big lass, and she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. What can I say? Bonny means pretty, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. We do Geordie lessons here as well, so just, you know, just for fun. Right, what am I doing? I'm looking for the 280 wide by 320 high. So she's a big lass. She's a big lass, and she's a bonny lass. And she likes her beer. My Keith, you know, who died, he used to sing that all the time. I don't know why. It couldn't have been me because I wasn't big. I was a size 8. So, yeah. But I did like me beer. I no longer do. Actually, to be fair, I was talking about this to somebody. I think it was Sean at the retreat. Periwinklestitcher. And I was saying these days that the alcohol-free lager and cider is virtually exactly the same as the alcoholic one. So there you go. Now this one is a pittance of a finish. This should have been finished, and I can't remember. Oh no, I can remember. I take a lot of meds, and on a night I had taken my medication, and I just, when I get, and this is why I've always got a working thread, because it's like when I'm done, I'm done. And I mean literally, like when I'm done, I'm done. So wherever I am means I am done. And this one is from another retreat that I got off the wonderful Rachel, the Talking Dog Stitcher here on Flosstube. And she's got the Talking Dog Stitchery. If you're in the, I was going to say if you're in the UK, but it's no longer the UK, is it? It's if you're in Great Britain, if you're in England, Scotland or Wales. She's a fabulous source for patterns. But because of, I can't remember how or why is that not? Can't remember how or why, but for some reason there's a whole new problem with shipping to Northern Ireland. I think because they're now in with Europe, so there's shipping costs and things now involved, and I always feel sorry for the poor Irish girls. So the Northern Irish girls. So it must be awful. Anyway, back to stitching instead of talking about borders. There Is Room by Annie, the proper stitcher, and I got this from Stitch in London. It was Rachel's table gift. Said it before and I'll say it again, it was a genius table gift. And we also got a skein of thread, but I decided to make it a Stitch in London. So I bought the fabric, which is, I think it's a 40 count. It looks like a 40 count. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of Marie's. It's one of Swan Bay fabrics. But I think she's only got one bluish. So if you go onto our website, if you look up Swan Bay fabrics, lovely, lovely fabrics as well. I'd highly recommend them. And I am doing it with, I'm looking around because I don't know, I'm doing it with, is it called Antique Veil or Antique Bride? Antique Bride. That would be me, you know, if I ever got married, I'd be an antique bride. I think it's called Antique Veil, Gentle Arts. And I bought that from Rachel while I was there. It's not showing up wonderfully well, but it's got like a real rosy tan kind of colour. I suppose like a peach. Yeah. It's lovely. It's got beautiful variegation. You can't see it very well, but it does show up quite well on real life. In real life. On real life. Behind real life. Next to real life. So yes, what I forgot to say was when you last saw it, it was only here. So while I was away, I did the butterfly, I did everyone, I did this. I've actually got another little motif to go in here, just like a little star shaped one. And have I finished that? Haven't quite finished the birds. There's a few bits to go down here, just on the swirl thing, and then on this side, sorry, there's a few bits more to go in here, and then just the little border, but that should take an hour or so, 2 hours. I'll get that done this weekend. Still on me holly bobs. I took a fortnight off from work. So I took me work Thursday to Thursday, so I'm not back at work till next Thursday. And I've got them on my floss drops from the bloody gorgeous Sew Me Sarah. I always laugh, people get us mixed up when I watch Flosstubes. They'll say Sew Me Sherrie, so I think we're just amalgamated together. So, I'm quite chuffed to be known as Sew Me Sarah because she's lovely. She's probably not very chuffed to be known as me. Sorry, Sarah. Yeah. And the project bag I got actually from Stitch in London as well. So it was a real Stitch in London, I was going to say conglomeration. Yeah, it was all around Stitch in London. So it seemed very appropriate that I pick it up at another retreat anyway. So, what have I got next? Well, now. Have I mentioned I was at Stacy Nash retreat? Oh well. You might have noticed I was at the Stacy Nash retreat. And I mean, I'll talk a little bit more when I get there, but people bring their makes, things that they've done, and the inspiration, man. I used to be really intimidated when I used to see things, and I don't know if anybody else is like that, like things are so lovely. I didn't used to see what they'd done, I used to see what I couldn't, if that makes sense. But now, So I used to feel intimidated by it, whereas now I feel inspired by it. And they'd brought all the animal crackers, and Sally brought all her tiny ones that she's done 1 over 1 on 46 count. I'm going to repeat that. 1 over 1 on 46 count. Both her and my friend Sarah Stonehouse, she's also done it, and so did, it was, is she nextdoormel? Mel next door? I'll figure it out. She did hers though. Now it was, I think she did 1 over 1 on 28 count, I think, and hers were really teeny tiny as well. So I was doing Lily. I haven't finished her, but I was doing Lily. But Sean, periwinklestitcher, had brought Lily. Now what she, if you're not following her, you should be, because you should be. Yep, I'm telling you, you should be. You can see her on Instagram as well. She's done a relatively normal size, I'm sure it might have been on 36 count, I think it was littler than mine. And she's got a little crown, man. She's got a little crown on her head, and she's got little bits of bling all over her. Oh, she's just adorable. Absolutely adorable. So, yes. So I haven't finished. Finished Lily. But, let's have a look. How are you, Lily? Let's have a proper look at you. Don't be shy. I don't want you to be shy. So, this is as far as I got on Lily. When you last saw her, she was here. So I've done a good chunk more. And I'm doing it with all of the called for. Because why wouldn't you? Now I was talking about putting little sequins along here. But my sequins were too big. So I was going to put like beads instead. And can you remember last time I showed you Erica sent me hers, and she'd put little beads on as well. Now when I saw when I saw Sean's, she had actually managed to source tiny little sequins, and I'm sure she said she got it from the Stitchery from Nikki Franklin. So I'm going to go and have a little look on there. And I'm also going to have a little look through my possessions, because I think I've been a crafter for a decade. I have got everything and then some in this room. It's just where in the room is the problem. And some things I have sort of packed away because I'm not doing them for the moment. So I do need to have a little hunt, because I've got a feeling I'll have some tiny sequins. And I can go back to my original thoughts of putting little sequins along. Because I don't know whether I just said Sean put them on her toenails. She had little tiny little glittery sequins on her toenail. She was adorable. And that little crown, man. The little crown is just so sweet. So yeah, I haven't got much to do. I've just got the bottom of her legs, and then to decide what I'm doing to make her mine. And I am doing this on Moonstone. Is it Moonstone? Yes, 36 count Moonstone. I've got a feeling Sean's was on 40 count, because it was smaller than mine, but it was still so big because the tiny one's beside it. She got photos, so you'll be able to see on our Instagram the size comparison. But oh, so inspiring, so inspiring. And I'm blaming her as well for one of my purchases. We will get there. We will get there. Now this one is a pathetic should have been finished as well. And speaking of the stitchery, so I have got the embroidery, what you call it, subscription with Nikki at the Stitchery, and Sarah, her sister, has done a series of cross stitch to complement the embroideries. So they've both done it on the along the same themes. And March's was thyme. So a sprig of thyme in your pocket and you will see fairies in the woods. This should have been finished. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Where's this come from? All right. Working out where my working thread's meant to be. I think I'm the only one who leaves all working threads. All the other Flosstubers are all like not done, and I mean like no working threads and ironed and professional. If you're here for a professional slick performance, you're in the wrong place. And just like the table having room for everyone, so does Flosstube. If I'm not your cup of tea, that's absolutely fine. Go, you know, there is someone for everyone. So this is as far as I am. In other words, I'm nearly finished, apart from this, what's it called? Border. Now I'm doing it with all of the called for. So what I do like about what Sarah's done is am I allowed to put this bit on? Let me just check. Yeah, I think it's just information. So she has put on the threads for the full year. So I've just got all the threads together and I know that they will do every month, which I like because it means I'm not scrabbling around looking for colours for this month and where have I left colours for that month and all the rest of it. And it's nice that they're relatively, how many is there? 1, 2, 10. So it's not a massive expense. And she does she put? I think she must have put the DMC. Have a look, you'll know better than me. I think those numbers are the DMC. I think. Doesn't actually say that. I would need to look them up. But anyway, so this again should be finished for next year. Now I meant to ask Sean when I was at the retreat. There's a fabric book that she did for last year. And I'm sure Nikki said it was coming out soon. So my thoughts are, which could be wrong, that you have each spread would be like January's embroidery and then January's cross stitch, and then over the page February's embroidery and February's cross stitch. That is what I'm assuming will be. Now, like I say, Sean did it last year, so she'll know. But I'm not sure if they did cross stitch last year. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't have a clue. Not a clue was had. Right. Oh gosh, where am I? I'm starting to get piled up. Me 2 ticks. Right. Starting to get a bit more organised. Right. My favourite, Anton Uffendell, 1835. Is that what it says? Yes. It's a beauty. She is a beauty. Look at her. Look at that gorgeousness. Actually, I didn't take her away with me, so I haven't seen her for a week. So this is a treat for me. Oh. And funny enough, I've worked on the centrepiece of her as well. It must be about neck and neck then, maybe, with me samplers that I'm doing at the moment. Isn't she just divine? So yeah, this is pretty much all I've done since you last saw her. I've done that centrepiece. Have I done it? Oh, I think I did some more down the border as well. I try and do a bit in the middle and a bit at the side. I'm sure I've come down here and put these flowers in. She's beautiful. She is beautiful. If you're looking for a sampler that will knock your socks off, she's the one. She's been done on 36 count winter moon with all the called for. I was going to say something. It's gone. It's totally gone. Oh, she's a big girl. That's what I was going to say. She's another big lass. She's a big lass and she's a bonny lass and she likes her beer. So she is 320 wide by 378 high. She is a big lassie. And the fact that she was, how old was she? 10? That's it, 10. 10 years? 10! 10-year-old. I mean, I know they started like young, really young. But even so, to do something like this age 10 is phenomenal. And especially when we go back to, what, 8 and 35, would she have glasses? I assume she wouldn't have had glasses or magnification available. And they didn't have even normal lights, let alone the sort of lights that we have. It's just incredible. If you want to be inspired, just have to look at the ages of these girls, of some of the stuff they've done. It is just incredible. It's just, oh, I know I'm gushing, but oh, isn't she just a beauty? With my beautiful Liberty bag by Pauline at Sew Bags. And Pauline does her bags on Instagram. It's usually on a Friday. She'll give you a sneak peek of the fabrics during the week that she's working on. And then she releases them, I think about 6 o'clock on a Friday or 8 o'clock on a Friday, something like that. So, and my last one, which is always my last one, and I haven't seen her for a week either, so I've got no idea where I got to on her, so it'll be a surprise for me as well as you. So, Mirabilia, Snow Queen. Yeah, Snow Queen. You always want to call her Winter Queen. Right, let's see how far I got up to. Because I got some good progress the last time, but I don't think I had as much time on this time. Now, what did I do on her? Oh, no. I know. So I tried to do some more sort of fill in. So I came down and did filled in all of the blues and put in all of the I call it an ice blue, like the really pale blues that makes the colours blend. And I did some more of our scarf, filled in some more of our scarf, and I came further down with our scarf, and I did some more of this, what do you call it, Karen water lilies. This blue is a Karen water lily, and put in again the ice blue coming down here to have the blend. It's so clever the way she does it. She's just, shall I say it? Shall I? She's coming on. And I've come over here and done a little bit more of the purple as well. And I don't know what this bit is. This is obviously another bit of, let's have a look at her. Oh, it's just another bit of a, like, sash ribbon. I don't know what you want to call it, what you call it. Fabric. I assume it's windy, and that's why everything's been blown backwards. She is coming on. Little by little, one travels far. I should have kept that for my final thought, shouldn't I? And I'm pretty sure it came from The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, or what was his? Tolkien? J.R. Tolkien. Has anybody seen that film about him? If you haven't, you should. There's a film about him. Really interesting. Really interesting. That, ladies and gentlemen, is all of my finishing. It's all of my stitching. So, if you want to hang around, there is a lot more to come. I have got the Gifts with Val, I've got the Cotton and Twine subscription box, I have got the Stacy Nash retreat, and all of the gifts that I bought, as well as the table gifts that I was given. Are you ready? Have your socks blown off? Right, I'm going to move everything. So we've got some more waiting room for the lovelies that I'm going to show you. Right, one moment. Right, let's start with Stacy and Scout. Hello. I've just let him in. He still hasn't quite decided if I'm going to run it away again. I know, son. So let's start with, come on, I'm talking to my friend Scout. Come on. I know. I don't want to see a bum either. That's not, no, it's not good. So, don't be doing that. That's the microphone. God knows what that sounds like. I'm sorry. Right. Stacy. It was just wonderful. I mean, I was there last year, but this year it was fabulous last year, but this year was so much better. And I don't know if it was because everybody was more relaxed. I know. Everybody was more relaxed. Stacy as well. And I think I didn't talk to Stacy much last year because I think I was so... Scout! He's rubbing himself on the laptop corner. I think I was so intimidated last year, and I spent quite a long time talking to our mum, Marlene, who didn't come. I know you're there, son. I know. She wasn't able to make it this year. I'll say wasn't able, didn't come. She had other things going on. And it was just wonderful. So I got there, it starts at 10 and it's at Cowslip Workshops, and that in itself. I mean, it's a beautiful place. If you want to see the photos, go over and look at Sarah Stonehouse or Sean Periwinklestitcher. Both of them have done lots of photographs of the place. I just didn't, because I knew they would. So on my table was the wonderful Sarah, who I've never met before. And she's just a lovely lady, really lovely lady. And you know, when you meet somebody and you just think, yeah, you're me mate. She's me mate. I know, you're me mate as well. I know. And who else? So there was Mel. Now, is she nextdoormel on Instagram? Get my glasses on. Where on earth? Hello, Mel. Where are you? Nextdoormel on Instagram. And Chris Hind, who is Chris Hind 29 on Instagram. There was Sean, who is the periwinklestitcher, both on Instagram and on Flosstube. And of course my lovely friend Alison, she was there as well, and she is Lally B? Is she Lally B? I need to check that. Oh my god. Oh. Yes. Lally B. She doesn't really post on Instagram, but so that was my table, and the project we were given was this. So this is the exclusive that Stacy designed. So it is a bag pouch, sewing pouch and pin keep, and it's up to you how long you want to make the strap. She was using the, what do you call them, them edge of the edge of fabric, you know what I mean, don't you? It starts with, I want to say serrated, and it's not, it's something else. So these were so there was the rabbit, and there's also this side is the other side of the pouch, and then there's this lovely, and bloody Sarah's finished it already. She's done it. Believe it. So we were given that. We were given it all in a lovely Stacy bag. And we were given all of the fabrics that we will need. So there's some wool. Blackberry Primitives wool, and that fabric is for the one side of the pouch, and the other dark fabric is for that side. Has it got the Salem is the darker brown. I'm not sure what that is. I need to colour match it to the fabrics that I bought. So that was the project. Oh, is it the same as this? Yeah, it might be. So I started it. There is a cross stitch on there. It has been started. Do you know, I was adamant this year I was going to sit and stitch. Adamant. It appears the stitching gods don't like me on retreats. I mean, that really was pathetic. But you couldn't get any less pathetic unless you'd done one tent stitch, I suppose. But I'm quite ashamed. I am genuinely quite ashamed. I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to show them that. One stitch. But I had a fabulous time. And I was talking to my dad. I went to see my mum and dad because they were looking after the cats while I was away. And I'd gotten them a tin of biscuits to say thank you. And, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, that was it. So I was telling them, as people go to retreats for different reasons. Some people go because they've got an awful lot of responsibilities and it's their way of getting... Where's this come from? Oh, yes. It's their way of getting maybe 8 hours of stitching in, really enjoying getting some progress. And people like me, who I can stitch, apart from when I'm working, I can stitch any other time of the day. I go to socialise and to see people and to see their inspiration, to see what they're doing, and to meet new people, all of that. I've forgotten my new can of Coke. So yeah, I obviously go for the interactions, not for the stitching. But we were given all the threads as well. I took this with us because I knew we would be given the threads and I wanted something to keep them on. Aren't they lovely? And this, you know, all the fabric. So, that's going to bug me until I know it, until I can remember the end of the fabric. And I know you're all screaming at us, going, Sherrie, shut. Nearly swore. You are rubbish, Sherrie. You are rubbish. Nearly did a swear word. It was just fabulous. And you get your lunch on both days. The first day we had a Sunday roast and it was flipping lovely. Really lovely. And some of the American girls came back from last year as well. Jennifer and the other lady who, I've forgotten her name. She's CM something on Instagram, but I have to work that out. But there was those. There was Sally, the humblebumblestitcher, was there again. Who else? It was just 22 people on the course, and I've discovered I really like the small retreats. So I'll show you what I got table gifts wise. I got a little needle book, and I don't know who off. I'm sorry if anybody knows who made this gorgeous little needle book. Will you let me know so that I can thank them? So it's got 3 pages either side. I was telling my dad I got one of these and he went, he said, that'll be handy to keep needles in, since me and your mum picked up at least 8. My mum says, there was even one in the garden, Sherrie. I was like, yeah, what can I say? He says, so you'll be able to keep needles in your new needle book, will you? I will try. And that was how we got on to the lost scissors. I was telling them, my dad was just like, oh, good God, Sherrie. We got this off Sally, the humblebumblestitcher. I'll open this up and show you. And I'm going to have to go and get a drink. It is a little, like, slate board. And she had one of her things with her, with the, she'd mounted, put like a little bit of something here, and she'd mounted one of her little stitches on it here. No, it was gorgeous, really inspirational. She's just lovely. Fabulous lady. She told me how old she was, I'm not going to tell you. But I had her down as in her early 30s. She's not. She's not. Definitely not. Which I was, yeah. Got a lovely strawberry off at sewdaisy. Isn't that fab? With a little daisy on the top. So she's at sewdaisy on Instagram. I will link everybody that I name down below so you can go and check them out. And if you're not following, please do. We got a choice of trims. So this was I chose the red, white and blue, because it was VE celebration. Was it the 80th? 2025. Yeah, and ended in 45, so 80th of VE Day when we were there. So we got these from Jill, who is at Pink Moon Glazing Hair. So we got a choice. There was like autumn colours or the red, white and blue, and I actually went for the red, white. Obviously I went for the red, white and blue. You can see I went for the red, white and blue. Mel Next Door did these beautiful floss drops. And a cabochon, is that what they're called? Cabochon, of the same sampler. And a little acorn, not a little acorn, squirrel, that's what it is. Wonderful, and off my wonderful friend Sarah. I haven't undone it because it looks so gorgeous. Another little strawberry and a little, you can see them, little thing of buttons. And this, look at this. So she's got it so that the strawberry will sit in the thimble. Isn't that so cool? It's amazing. So they were all the table gifts I got. Right, I'm going to grab a drink. So let's have a look at the gifts that I bought myself and what I can discount and what I really need to include in me challenge. So I had 12 things left. 12 wants. So I'm counting this as a want. Some little buttons from the Bee Company because I just wanted them. I just thought they were dead sweet. So I got those. I got another 3 patterns. Well, these 3 patterns I'm going to class as one because they were in the sale, right? The sale doesn't count. So Hands Across the Sea. So Esther Pickford, 1847. I can see me starting that soon. I really like that. And Mary Wigglesworth, 1812. And Mary Locke, 1832, I think that says. That's another beauty as well. What does it say on the gaps? Lord, what is life? 'Tis like a flower that blossoms and is gone. We see it flourish for an hour with all its beauty, but death comes like a wintry day and cuts the pretty flower away. Well, that's optimistic. That's yes, Mary. I think we'll have a need to have a chat on your outlook upon life. Right, I also got these. So Stacy Nash, I've not seen this. What's it called? Vine and Flowers Sewn Pocket. Quite similar in shape to the project that we got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, before I got this. I've not seen this anywhere before either. Liberty. And I got this across the pond. Don't know why I haven't got this before, but I have got it. I've got it now. Looks like there's another one in it as well. Or is that the back? That's the back size of the needle book. So there's that. I also got, which I wanted, the Stitcher's Journal, which I will count as one as well. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got these fabrics. So blackbird, what's it called? Blackberry primitives. So is this Salem? No, this is clove. So quite similar to the Salem that we were given. So clove. I got, what's this one called? Water's Edge. This is more blue than it's shown up there. It's a real sort of bluey grey. I got Old Red, similar to Cedar River linen, can't remember what it's called, but it's that sort of brick red colour, really, really pretty. And I think this is what looks like Harbour Grey. This is what it looks like, the other colour that we got for the project. Oh dear, Scout's he's crying. And we got Portbury Beige, which is a slightly darker brown. I got 2 lots of Portbury Beige because I obviously liked it. I bet they're both the same count as well. 36, yeah, 36 count. Oh well, I might have deliberately got, who knows, Shortbread, which is like a pinky beige. And what else? Burlap, which is it's like a sack colour. So I'm counting them all as one. Because I haven't bought much fabric. So I usually buy most of my fabric when I'm at retreats, and I haven't been to any retreats this year, so I haven't really bought any. So I've used a lot of stuff out of my drawers. So my drawers are now no longer like crammed in with fabric. So I needed some, my drawers were getting hungry. They needed more fabric in them because they were starting to look a bit. So, and then I got wool. Oh, Scout. I don't know if you can hear them. I'm going to have to sort them out. Hang on. So yes, I made the mistake of going into the barn, Cowslips, and have like a little shop there as well with Sean. She went, oh, this wool's fabulous. Oh, and I like that one. And look at this one and look at that one. And I'm thinking, well, I need to have some. what am I going to do with it? Who knows? I never finish. I don't know. But I had to have some because Sean was like, oh yeah, oh that's lovely. And I need a red. I definitely need a red. Well, oh, isn't that lovely? And isn't this one lovely? To the point where I think it was on day 2 where I just thought I'm going to have to go and get some wool because it was just in my head. Oh, I need to get some. Sean says, oh, it's perfect for, finishing strawberries on the top. I've never made a strawberry. I've never even stitched a strawberry. I've got patterns, obviously, for strawberries. But I've never stitched one. So thanks, Sean. I came back with wool. I do like it. But, I suppose it'd be nice for needle books. If I ever finish any of them. Yeah. So I got wool. I also got fabric because I liked it, not because Sean liked it. So I got this one. What does it say on here? Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. What does that actually say on it? Let's have a look. Flowers lift the spirit and refresh the soul. Always and always and into the garden I go to lose my mind and find my soul. So I thought that would be nice. I love this. Look at that. Again, I bought all of these for my drawers because my drawers like having fabric in them. And I've finished at least 3 things with fabric, so I need to buy at least another 30 things to replace them. Look at this. I deliberately didn't look at this. I've just getting it all out this morning so that I can gush over them. Oh, so delicate. And that one. Real ditzy. And I love this. Again, very delicate. Now, I couldn't figure out, are these stars flowers or what are they called? Starships? Starfish? Starships? Can you have starships? Do starships exist? I don't know. If they don't, maybe they should. I couldn't really figure that one out because there's little stars as well on it. Oh no, it's just little versions. I don't know whether it's literally just a pattern. Another ditzy-ish one. Oh, I like this. And I got this one because Sarah needed to have it. So I needed to have it as well. She kept saying, oh, look at this, look at this little crosses on. So I thought, well, I probably need to have some as well. I don't know, I just do the strangest things. And the best of it is, I remember buying a pattern and it's just ridiculous. I bought an Owl Forest pattern because I thought it would look really good in Sherrie, antique needleworkers, because it would look really lovely in her mill house. Why I've bought oh, it's pretty grey. Oh, this is bonny. Again, this is like a yellowy fabric with like a violet flower on, and this is really delicate. Not sure that, I don't think it's a French General. I don't know why it's reminding me of it. Maybe. And I did get a French General though. One piece. on its own. And I got this, and I love this. And I don't know whether you can see, it's got some very pale grey highlights in the leaves and things, and it just sets it off perfectly. Sorry. It is just gorgeous. Love that one. And then I walked past these every time we went for cake, because we had cake in an afternoon, because you know we're ladies and we like cake. There was only ladies there actually. And I kept walking past it. As I kept walking past the goddamn wall, Edith's wall, it's going to make me laugh forever, I think, because I've got no idea. Sherrie, honest to God. Yeah, if you weren't mad when you got here, you will be when you leave. And I got this one as well. I didn't realise I've just missed that one. Really pretty. And I got these. So these are the French generals. I walked past them though, 3 times every day. And then when I went in to actually have a little look to go shopping, I kept saying, yeah, I love those. I love those. So actually I did get something that I loved because I, and not because somebody else did. Sean, I'm going to need a class on what the hell to do with these. You can see where my love is though, colours wise. Can't you? Actually they actually do go quite well together. Maybe I'll have something in my head that would look nice. I'll probably never get it made, but you know. And is that it? Oh, I've got these little cards off Sean as well that I'm going to make into little floss drops with her little it's not Maggie May, is it? Can't remember what the little rabbit's called. There is a hen coming, and Stacy didn't bring enough hens. It's gorgeous though. It's like a big clucky hen. Clucky hen? Well, so that was what I got from Cowslip. But then I went into again, I had tech problems. So the wire charging my phone wasn't working either, and I'd forgotten to put a plug in to recharge my charger, my battery pack that I take away with it. So anyway, long story short, I ended up in Launceston. Can't remember how it's pronounced. Launceston, something like that. And it was by sheer fluke. When I got out of where I'd parked, there was a sewing shop, like literally across the road. I was like, because I was going to find a phone shop, and I was like, oh, well, since I'm here. I didn't get too much. I got a little fat quarter of that. And a poppies one. And I got some buttons. And I got a poppy button as well. So I'm going to try, if any of you know of a pattern, you know, like the Lest We Forget. I think that would be quite nice to do that. But they had buttons. Look at these little diamond-y buttons. And I got some of these little roses. I got different coloured butterflies. I got a couple of these little bells. I thought would be nice. And then I got scissors, actual buttons that I can sew on. I can get a hold. Little needle and thread. And a bobbin. Isn't that fabulous? And a thimble. A button thimble. I mean, how she said to us, oh, what are you going to be making? I was like, I've got no idea. I liked them, so I got them. Yes, I liked them. So I got them. And I got this. I thought I'd show you. She's just a canny little fairy. No idea where I'm going to put her. But I liked her, so she came home with us. So that was that. So that was cowslip. It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I already cannot wait for next year. Can't wait. Can't bloody wait. And poor Stacy, she did say to me at one point, I need to spend some more time with you. And I was like, take your life in your hands, pet. But no, she's a cracking lady. And Tonya, of course, wonderful. I didn't get to speak to Maggie because Maggie comes over as well and does the applique. The applique, she does something like that. With wool. Yeah. And I didn't like the, what you call it, last year, the project that they had. But this year it was fabulous, and I did, if I'd had the money, I would have asked if there was any spare places, because sometimes there is one or two, maybe that can't go last minute. And it was fabulous. So next year, I think I'll do both. I'm going to try to anyway. So moving on from cowslip, I got my thread chip from Rachel, Talking Dog Stitchery. So I got Bambino, put my glasses on, bamboo, bandana, bondo, and barrel cactus. And I got my weeks, which is banana popsicle, which is, you can't see it because the sun's shining. The sun's shining. So, but it is a yellow, what I forgot, banana pudding. I'm having lots of bananas. Bark, which I've been stitching with recently, I can't remember what are. Bashful. And basil. So they're off Rachel. What else? What else did I get? Got my embroidery through from the herbarium series, which is going to be the hydrangea. And I haven't printed out the cross stitch yet because I've run out of, what you call it, ink. Needs more ink. But it might have to wait because I bought wool instead. This wool thing is going to go on forever, isn't it? Poor Sean, she's going to get the blame forever. Now, let me show you the stitchy kindness that wonderful woman, Val Lawson, sent me. It's just incredible. Now, you've already seen that she sent me the French rose. But she sent me a lovely card. Isabella Uffendale. And obviously I'm doing Anne at the moment. So it's her sister, and I will have to stitch her as well. She's lovely. So I got a really lovely card, and it's Hands Across the Sea card, which I didn't even know you can get. And there is a pattern on the back as well, which is really cool. And what she suggested was making floss drops from it, which is a great idea. But to do that, you'd have to cut it up, and I'm not sure I can do that. So, great idea, Val, but I don't think I can be doing, I would feel like I was defiling an embroidery. Is that the right word? Defile? No idea. She also sent me these Nikki's Creation primitives. One of my scissors or thimbles would go lovely on there. Brenda Gervais, The Rabbit and the Rose. Best Time of the Year, Brenda Gervais. Holiday Hoopla Easter, Brenda Gervais. Needle and Flax, Teresa Kogut. And I thought I had that, but I haven't, so I've just looked at getting it 1,000 times. So, yeah, Over the Moon. Christmas Parade. This will be a giveaway in July. I'll do a Christmas in July giveaway. Doodle Maker. I also have this, so this will be a giveaway as well at some point. Floretta Sampler. I also have this, so this will be a giveaway at some point. And this one, which I've been after for ages. Well, since it came out last year, because it was just new. So I'm looking forward to stitching that. Not only did she send me all the bloody Brenda Gervais and Teresa Kogut and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stitchiness, she also sent me Hands Across the Sea, Katharine's Garden. And with that comes the fabric. 36 count salt ash. And all of this swad, how do you pronounce it? Sewdaisy. All of them that you need. She bought a kit of this, and she made a mistake and bought it again. So she has very, 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 massively, very generously given it to me. I am so grateful, so grateful. I can't wait to start. I think we're going to stitch it together as well, which will be wonderful, because she sent me so much stuff. It would be nice to do something with her. So she's got obviously her own, and then she's got the spare one that she gifted to me. Okay, yeah, I'll just shift some stuff because I'm piled up like a shop. Hang on. So I forgot to do a final tally for my count, didn't I? So I'm counting the Hands Across the Sea as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'll go to 7 because I didn't really need all of them. So 7. This was what Sean wanted, so I'm not sure if this counts. I don't think it counts. Where did I get to? 7, 8. I'll count all me. Where am I? There. I'll count all of the fat quarters that I bought separately as 1, because I can. So where was I? 7, 8, 9. And then I'll count the French General fat quarter set as 1. So that's 10. And then all the stuff from the thread shop. 11. I didn't think it was going to be that high. I thought I was going to have a few extra. I've got one to carry over. I think that's all right. I'm quite chuffed with. I only bought 11 things. Honest governor. So, cotton and twine. They're wonderful, wonderful, and you will want this, I guarantee. So they sent me it, and in it is, you get a tea bag, you get mallow marsh, which is lovely, was lovely. Couldn't hold me water. I just needed chocolate. I needed chocolate. What can I say? When a girl needs chocolate, a girl needs chocolate. And this is the May. I said June, didn't I? This is the May design. Look at those swans. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And you also get a bar of hand soap, and I'm chuffed because I'm an old-fashioned kind of girl. I like soap. I'm not a shower gel person. I still like soap. Am I the only one? I don't know, but I like proper soap. You then get the fabric, which is that gorgeous blue, and all of the threads, lots of white. That's lovely. It is lovely. You get the finishing material to make it into a cushion, and also you get the needle. The needle's dropped in there as well, and some rickrack to finish it off. I do think, you know, for the money, I think it's, let me have a look, because they normally tell me. So, one moment. So each box is from £20. I think it's £20 with the Ada and £22 for the linen, plus postage and packaging. You can also get either a 3, 6 or 12 month subscription plan at a discounted price as well. I think for 20 quid, I mean, you wouldn't even be able to buy the pattern and the threads for that for most of them. I think that's great value. I really do. I just think it's a nice treat to get like a box. Like, it's like getting a present when you're opening a box, especially when there's chocolate in as well. So I think that is wonderful. We are nearly at the end, guys. If you're still here, bloody well done. Well done. Because God knows how long this is going to be. Okay, we are coming to the end. Is there anything else left? There can't possibly be anything else left in the world. I don't know. I don't know. You want to see the state of this room now. I mean, oh, when I came back, my poor dad, you know, he looks after me cats while I'm away. And he always hoovers me stairs because he knows I struggle with the weight of the hoover and that. So he's dead canny, and he said to us, you might see things in you know, in your special room, you know, where you keep all your stuff. It's like, yeah, Dad. He says, you might find some of the things on the benches and that. He says, because I give it a hoover round, and I did right round the corners. I borrowed Mum's tools, and I got all around the edges and things for you. He says, so just in case you're wondering why there's bits and pieces on your benches, that's why. I was like, oh, you're so kind. And he said, oh, we've got great news as well. I forgot to tell you. Great news. Remember the electric bike that he wanted? And my mum said he could have it in spring if he lived that long. He got it. He got the bike. Yes, the man in his bike. He's chuffed to bits with it. He's been on his maiden voyage. So he's thrilled to bits with his bike. Oh, there you go. But he was talking. I am getting somewhere with this. I was chatting to them yesterday, and my dad says, they were saying how was it, and I was telling them all about it and how wonderful it is meeting friends and new friends and, you know, this, that and the other. And they're looking at us really like I'm mad. But my dad says, it's kind of like a religion, isn't it? He says it's like, you know, like monks would go on a you know, to pray to their god. You know, monks would go on like a retreat. I says, yeah, Dad, I'd go and pray to the fabric gods or the wool gods, depending on what we've been bought. So apparently we're all religious zealots. Is that the word? Praying to the cross-stitch gods forever. But it was, and what I was saying to him, it's just, you know, being around like-minded people. You can get inspiration from each other, meet new friends, meet old friends. It's just a community. It really is a community. So with that in mind, today's final thought is about friendship. And it came from the wonderful C.S. Lewis. And it is, friendship is born at that moment where one man says to another, what, you too? I thought that no one but myself. Bye for now.